Good morning. So let's quickly talk about the Bedtime Bulb V2, and let me showcase the bulb right here. So this is the bulb. It looks like a generic bulb. Other than that, it says Bedtime Bulb V2. There you go, like that. Sorry, I have to look on this screen to see what's going on this screen. Now, one thing that I ran into was a lot of the lamps I have, a lot of the outlets I have actually require me to get a converter. So I bought a converter. I got like 12 of these for like 14 bucks. Plugs into here, screws in, and then you have your, I think it's called an E12. E12. Um, and then you have your standard for your bulb V2 or bedtime bulb V2, which is your E26. So that is that part of this section. I'm just showcasing the bulb. Now let's actually talk about my experience with it. This is an unsponsored review. We'll go through like, hey, what is it? And how I'm liking it. One quick note, like here, there's a lamp right to my right. And when I turn it on, you can the it's the smallest change in light. Because the bulbs are actually fairly dim, that's not a bad thing. I actually like that. Um, so in this apartment, I only use the bedtime bulb V2s. So I have a lamp right beside me. I have a lamp in my bedroom with the bulb. I have yet to replace. Hold on, we have big tech here. Give me a sec. Let's change the scene. I've yet to replace, hold on, right there, that guy right there, just because I'm lazy. That's realistically, that's what's up. And I'm loving the bedtime ball V2. It has a very, very orange tone. So my sister-in-law came over, she loved it, but she noticed two things. It's very dim, like it's not very bright. And the other thing is like if you're trying to do your makeup or getting ready, you don't really want to use it. And it's not meant for that. But I'm not buying four different bulbs for morning, afternoon, night. That's three, but you get what I mean. Evening. There. Four. Um, I want one bulb that I can use for everything. And so I did a lot of research on the bedtime bulb V2 and I chose like to move forward with it. So it reduces blue light. I sleep honestly, even though I'm in a new environment, I slept pretty well. I don't know if that's the bulb or if that's just me being more comfortable where I am, less stressed. But in general, I like the orange tone. I love the orange tone. I like the it's not super bright. So then I can have so in this place, I'll have another additional two lamps, which aren't here yet because I don't know what I want. And I will make this more homey because the orange hue is very homey. Now, originally, I was going to get the bedtime bulb V1. I don't even think it's on here anymore. It is not because they upgraded to the bedtime bulb V2. Now, this is expensive for light bulbs, like very expensive for light bulbs. So I ended up getting eight bulbs at their pre-order price, which is a little cheaper than this. Actually, quite a bit cheaper than this. Um, but it's really worth it. I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. Um, there. So I've no. So some lights I do notice flickers. Like in here, not extremely so, but with this, whatever it is, they told me what it is, but I don't really get it. Um, I'm not really noticing any flickering in any of the lights, even at low, like even if the circuit's poor, I don't notice this. I'd never use dim to warm. You don't need to. We'll go through why you don't need to. And I like the near infrared light. I think it is useful for recovery, for injuries and stuff like that. I know it's not. This isn't that. It's like nothing like that. But I like that it's a bonus feature of like, hey, this is actually really nice. Their immediate shipment, shipping returns, regional compatibility. Now, this is a small company. From my eyes, it's a very tiny company. You can contact the founder, Greg, and I did because I had an issue with my order. I was like, hey, where is this bulb? It was supposed to ship a lot earlier. It was supposed to ship in October or November or September or something, and it didn't. It shipped in December. When I got the bulb, like I made sure, like, hey, do I need to pay duties on this when I purchased it? And they said no, you don't need to pay duties on it if you're ordering it to Canada, because duties on this would be really, really expensive. And it was $70. Um, I think it might have been a bit more. But when I ordered this, I talked with Greg. I was like, hey, where the fuck is this? What's going on? He kept me in the loop. I thought these were mass emails he was sending out. No, he wasn't sending out mass emails. He did send out some updates, but he was personally emailing me to make sure that I knew where the bulb was at every stage of the order. Because I was like, I want to use it. So he hit me with like, hey, this is where it is. This is what's going on. So this is a founder that truly believes in his product and really wants users to get the best product, because they like check the glass, they check. We'll go through it. Hold on, let me figure out how to pause. um I don't think there's a pause button in OBS. Okay, there is no pause, so whatever, you're gonna have to trust me. um he talked about manufacturing the glass, manufacturing the actual, like, hold on, it shows it here. Sorry, I use dark mode. We will hop off of dark mode. This is how it actually looks. um where is it? Okay, it's no longer on here, but pretty much every part. Look, in brightness, 285 lumens. Like, it's a very not bright light bulb. I never use it on any of these. I just use it at max output. I'm not buying a dimmer. Like, I could buy one locally. It's not worth it. Um so I I would trust this. I didn't test any of this. I know it's an LED, so that's not an issue. It's just so orange that I don't believe it has blue light. But the big thing is I will link this. I'll link both of these. I don't get a cut of any of this. I like this product a lot. I love the founder. Because I did have to pay duties on this. I paid $70 or whatever amount of duties. I email and he's like, hey, if you do end up paying duties on this, send us the receipt. We will reimburse you because I did personally tell you there are no duties on this. So he was super. They probably lost money on my order. I'm not gonna lie. Um, but he stuck with his word. And as a small business, that's really, really hard to do because every dollar matters so much. So I really appreciate him sticking to his word and actually paying for the duties. So this is a extremely orange bulb. I'm trying to figure out what else. Um, it is an LED, but it doesn't have any of the flickering issues. It doesn't have any issues that I've noticed in other bulbs. It's not just painted orange. So that's also like really nice. Oh, here it is. Okay. So they have incandescent emitters, emit red and near infrared lights, LED, warm white LEDs. Now, if I was made of money, if we ever make money on this channel, I will break one of these expensive ass bulbs and see if it looks like that. It looks like this, right? On the inside. But I don't make money like that, so we're not breaking this bulb. It's it's a law. This is what it says is on the inside. I believe it. Let's go through this. It's called Optimize Your Biology. We'll hold on. We'll read it in the manner that they intended us to read it. So this is the reason why I bought it. I was looking at lights, um, light bulbs. I was going through this guy's light bulb reviews, and they review a lot of light bulbs, and they're all super in depth. And so, like, I wanted no risk and low risk for flicker because it can cause migraines. So I didn't want to worry about that. Hold on. No risk, low risk. And then I wanted a warm bulb. I didn't really care that didn't matter, but I did need to be E26, right? And so I was going through all of these bulbs. I went through all of these to figure out like which bulb do I want to go with. And they do have Restful is right here. They do have the V1, I believe. Where is it? Right. Okay, they no longer have they don't have the V1 anymore. Okay, that's fine. But I pretty much went through this guy's website to figure out should I buy this bulb or not. They do a complete review, and I'm just gonna link this review in the description because I don't want to steal his work. I know we're scrolling through it, but um it's incredible. Like nuts. This like it's a really great ball, man. Um I'm trying to think what else is useful information and tech for you guys to know. And honestly, I can't think of anything. The original product was incredible, like the Bedtime bulb V1. I was gonna buy that, but they were making this, and it was gonna release in 2025 by the end of 2025. And so I was like, okay, let's pull the trigger on this. So I did. And overall, if you have questions or comments about the bulb, you can ask me. But like this review covers it all. And then you can even email the founder and ask him questions. Though as a person who runs a business, it's very annoying when I have to deal with shit which doesn't need to be dealt with by me. So maybe don't do that. Um yeah, it's a really great bulb. Is it expensive? Yes. Like that's $50, dude. Oh, this is in Canadian dollars. Hold on. Let's be fucking Americans today. It's not that bad. 34.49. So your best bet is to get like two bulbs. Um or jump straight to four bulbs. I would go with one of these two options because then you can actually use it in your washroom and in your bedroom, which is how I had it set up at my parents' place. Was I set it up in the washroom and the bedroom as well as my office because I spend the majority of my time there. Here in the apartment, I have it set up on my desk lamp. I have one set up in my bedroom, and then I need two more lamps for this reason because I don't have any set up in the washroom. So I just leave the desk lamp on and then I'll walk over there and just like go to the washroom. Um yeah, that's the review. It is all over the place because I'm still not good at reviewing things. I should probably leave them a review as well. Um but like we can go through the people who've actually left a review. I'm never doing that. But like it's a great product. So if you are struggling with sleep, if you are worried about like I was gonna go incandescent, um, but low like these two things are a huge problem. Oh, sorry. Energy and lifetime, like the length of how long that bulb will last, are super high and low. So I hesitated. I didn't go incandescent. I just ended up going with this just because it does have near infrared lighting, which is something I wanted. Um, and I don't really use like the normal LED bulbs at all anymore. Um, just because they don't need to be. Anyways, great company, great founder. Highly recommend supporting them and checking out the reviews linked in the description because this is like a really well done review, and you can compare it to like other bulbs. Um, yeah, have a wonderful day.